Good morning. Today's Friday, April 17th. On this episode, we will be sharing stories on breast cancer awareness as well as one student's college decision. I'm Mariana Hollow.
And I'm Brandon Bogan, and you're watching CTV. While there has been controversy over gender equality for decades, a new issue has arisen for those who neither associate themselves as male nor female. Paula takes an inside look on students who face these problems.
Public schools are open to students of any race, gender, and sexual orientation. But for some, there have been some challenges along the way.
What technically happened is I was using the female restroom, and the principal grabbed me into her office and told me that one of the girls have complained and one of the parents complained also that there's a male using the female restroom. And the whole entire time that the principal was telling me this is that I felt really uncomfortable. I felt like I did something wrong.
In my school, they didn't want me going to the girls' restroom. They've told me, they're like, you're prefer a male, on your birth certificate it says male, you can't go to the girls' restroom. You have to either go to the nurse restroom or the annex restroom. But they were so far from my classes, like it would waste my learning time.
Harley then began a petition in the hopes of garnering the attention of EPISD officials. However, Harley is still only able to use the restroom in the Agricultural Sciences building or in the nurse's office. Both restrooms are single stall, but they are around 5 to 8 minutes away from Harley's classes.
As like, for example, if my classroom's right here and the restroom is right there, I can just easily go to the restroom. But no, they want me to run all around across the campus trying to go to the nurse's restroom or use the ag restroom, which is wasting up half of my learning time.
I think that we have an obligation to meet the needs of every single student here. It's not always possible, but I like to think that we are developing a more tolerant society, and I do believe that she should be allowed to use whatever restroom.
While some feel the proper course of action was taken, others feel more should have been done.
Knowing the information that we know more could have been done. Harley should be able to use the restroom in a location that is close to the rest of her classes without having to go across campus to use a faculty restroom. No student should have to do that.
Personally, I don't think enough was done because the person who is in the situation is not happy with what is going on, and it's not an easy accessible thing. Harley has to walk all the way to the nurse's office or all the way to Ag building, which is on polar opposite ends of the campus, just to use the restroom. And I don't think they should make any student do that, because every other student at this school has the right to just go wherever they would please.
I understand where people can be afraid of the situation or uncomfortable of, whatever they're thinking about us, but all in all, I think why not a unisex restroom? What's wrong with that?
GSA meets every Thursday during B Lunch. For more information on PFLAG and its services, visit the Outright Community Center or call the number below. This has been Paula Sevis reporting for CTV. Back to you.
Self-taught musician Mackenzie McCall is facing a difficult decision when it comes to furthering her education. Here's Victoria with the full story.
Mackenzie McCall has been playing the cello since she was very young. She has just been rewarded for all of her hard work with an acceptance to the most prestigious performing arts school in the nation, Juilliard.
Well, it all started when I was little. My older sisters played cello and I was too little to actually play it, so I used to prop the cello on top of the bed, and I would climb up and then just try to mess with it. But it was just still too big for me. So around 3rd, 4th grade, that's when I really got into the cello. I really liked the instrument, and it just had the best sound I've ever heard.
She's very sensitive to other people's needs, and so that's something that has created a good dynamic, I think, in respect to her peers and to me. So.
After being self-taught to play the cello, Mackenzie has pushed herself to become the musician she is today.
She's the most hardworking musician that I know, and no one deserves it more than she does, because she loves music and she loves what she does, and it's really, really cool that she gets to do that.
I thought it was a joke I thought my friends just sent me a fake email or something. And then I got home and I realized that it was actually real. And I think I just cried, honestly. I just cried for a good 5 minutes.
There's a lot of good qualities and skills that she does have that a lot of students her age don't possess or don't take an interest to until they're in college. So I think that was something that she had to offer to Juilliard, and I think that's what they saw.
There are several people in Mackenzie's life who have inspired her and encouraged her to pursue her passion.
A third grade music teacher has had a huge impact on my life. Honestly, I've never had a teacher to push me so far into music at such a young age. And also my cello teacher in Ohio, she honestly would always make me seem like I wasn't that great, but then that pushed me to want to be better.
You know, she's such a wonderful and talented person and a musician, so I would strive to be like that, you know, right now and also later in life so that I can, you know, amount to the things that she's amounted to.
Music is just always there for you, and especially when you're playing something you like, you can't get enough of it.
Mackenzie's friends and teachers are confident that she will set an example for young musicians. This has been Victoria Seddon reporting for CTV.
Senior Mackenzie McCall will make her decision on whether or not to attend Juilliard before May 1st.
If you're interested in nominating a staff member for the EPISD Badge of Honor, be sure to go to the library or the attendance office.
Just a reminder that yearbooks are being sold in A30 for $80.
After this commercial break, we'll have Brianna and Jacob with sports.
Don't you wish you could try food that comes from all over the world? Don't you wish you could have all varieties of soup, salads, and sandwiches? International Bakery has a $5.99 student special from Monday through Thursday that comes with a sandwich, your choice of side, and a drink. Your sandwich can come with all sorts of condiments, including bacon, tomatoes, avocado, lettuce, pickles, and many more. So if you're hungry for some worldwide food, save yourself a plane ticket and come to the International Bakery.
Very proud of Rachel. She's done so much. Great academics. She's going to Trinity, so that says a lot.
Hi guys, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Jacob, and we're here with This Week's Sports.
That was Rachel Chavez signing to Trinity University to play basketball. Rachel has averaged 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per game.
Rachel isn't the only student athlete to sign this week. Senior Matthew Munden committed to NMSU for baseball as well.
NMSU contacted him, he followed up, and he's made it all happen himself. He's very proud.
Congratulations, Matthew.
Matthew's fastball has reached a speed of 92 miles per hour, and he also hits and fields for the team.
The varsity tennis team had a district tournament last week with Nathan Brown winning singles and Cameron Billsborough and Wilson Lambeth winning doubles. Next week, the tennis team heads off to regionals.
This past Tuesday, the varsity softball team beat Socorro with a final score of 7-6. Tonight, the girls take on rival school Franklin here at home. The softball team's newest addition isn't a player, but is in fact the coach. Here's Abby Carrizal with more on the story.
With the help of a new coach, the softball team is working to improve upon their skills for this season.
Most of us have been playing with each other since 10 and under, and we know how to pick each other up and each other's weaknesses.
We make sure we work hard, and since we're not really having a good season, we kind of want to just finish out strong.
They need to work on having a winning attitude. They're talented enough to be winning games right now, but they don't know how to win. So I think that's something that they need to work on.
Our coach works really hard, so I think all of us agree that we should all work hard for her.
The players look to their coach to help them improve in every aspect of the game.
She's changed this program quite a bit. She really knows what she's doing. She's played college, so she has a really good technique of how to handle her practices and the games and everything.
She's been a really great addition to this program because she's really helping us turn it around. She's really dedicated to us.
We feel excited because we feel like she's bringing something new to the table.
We're just trying to improve every single game. We're trying to limit our mistakes, hit the ball a little bit better than we did last game. And in practices, we're just trying to go back to fundamentals.
The team has been working hard to improve for this season and for future seasons.
In order to establish a great season, we've been practicing more and working on new drills and hitting longer the cages, which is something we really struggled with last year, and I think we've done better.
We've honestly been working really hard, and our coach knows what she's doing, so she really works with us at every position and makes sure that we're doing our job efficiently. efficiently.
I feel really confident about the team that we're going to have the next 3 games and the next season. We're going to be surprising a lot of people. They're going to have something to look out for.
The team is looking forward to a fresh start and a successful season under the direction of the new coach. This has been Abby Carazal reporting for CTV. Back to you.
Last Saturday, the varsity baseball team beat El Dorado 9-6, and Tuesday they beat Eastwood 12-2.
Today, the varsity track runners are currently competing in their last day of the district meet.
Today, the varsity baseball team takes on Montwood at Montwood, and tomorrow they take on Socorro at home.
The varsity golfers who qualify for regionals are currently in Dallas competing against other regional schools. This has been Brianna Borrego
And Jacob Grodin.
Back to you.
Breast cancer awareness has affected many individuals, resulting in an annual event supporting breast cancer awareness. Here's Diana with the full story.
Roughly 230,000 women in the United States are diagnosed with breast cancer each year. One of the ways the El Paso community helps these women is by hosting the Susan G. Komen annual Race for the Cure.
I actually started participating a year before I was diagnosed. Over the course of the next 18 to 19 years since I've been diagnosed, I've lost some friends along the way. I've made some friends. So I walk not just for myself, but I walk for them.
I volunteer because it's a lot of fun coming down here and seeing all the survivors. I've done this for 4 years. The Susan G. Komen Foundation, it saves lives.
Victims and their loved ones struggle to come to terms with the diagnosis of this prevalent disease.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer about 2 years ago, and when I found out, I was kind of immature, so I didn't understand like the implications of breast cancer. After a while, I realized that it wasn't a small deal, and so it was really hard on me and my family.
I was actually diagnosed exactly 1 year to the day that my sister died of breast cancer. It was a pretty shocking day.
It really made you think about if was life going to change if our mom was going to die.
It was rough. She had to do chemo. It looked like she didn't have any life in her, like she was just sitting there, she didn't smile, she wasn't like my mom. It was hard.
Breast cancer not only affects the lives of the individuals battling this disease, but the lives of their family and friends as well.
It's made me a stronger person. It's definitely made me aware of my blessings. I don't take anything for granted.
My sisters and I got closer because we were all there as our rock for support for my mom.
After my mom got diagnosed and after she finished all her treatment, I realized that life was short. Before, I guess me and mom were close, but I don't think we shared the bond that we have now because I know how precious her life is.
Those who have been affected by breast cancer have a personal message to share.
Women battling breast cancer should keep their head up. It's hard. It's obviously a tough road, but I think if you have the right people and family surrounding you, you can get there.
Keep fighting. You can never give up. The best hope is to believe in yourself.
The message that I want to say is for all women to get their mammograms, because you never know when you could be diagnosed with breast cancer, and for those who've survived is to congratulations, because you made it through and you've lived.
Many women have expressed that battling breast cancer is a long emotional journey that heavily affects them and their families. This has been Diana Kalik reporting for CTV.
Students, if you're interested in running in the class executive committee, there will be a meeting held on May 16th.
That's all we have for you this week. Be sure to check out our website for more. Once again, this has been Brandon Bogan
and Mariana Hollow.
See you next week.